at this moment, I live in Finland, and I am happy to be invited uh, as guest speaker today to you Mind Education, Mind Lecture. So mm, maybe some of you met me first time today, but I don't know. Some of the members maybe have met me before. I used to be in Pune and Hyderabad maybe 3 or 4 years ago. But this time I am really, really happy to be here. Yeah, so I would like to share the message. Actually, the heart is very important part in our life, but most of people they take more importance not from inside but from outside in their life. So they concentrate more to develop or to have a better things in their outside. But it is really important for us to have a strong mindset and also strong heart and also very good heart system, right. So through this opportunity, I want to share the topic, the heart also breathe. Yes, heart also breathe. So we will we all will know the function, how to breathe in and out in our heart. That is quite important. Not only our body or not only our places in the world, but our heart also have some special function to breathe in, breathe out. So through this topic, I wish all of us will clearly realize and understand this function and this meaning. And I believe our life will be much better than before through knowing this part. Okay. For the first, let us share one short video clip, and then I will continue to speak. Okay, let's watch one short video clip. Sorry. Okay, sorry, the sound problems, but we will restart. Okay, the main, please, could you turn on the sound sharing? Then we can share also sound sharing together here. So here the main, we need to sound sharing here. So could you release? Okay. Okay, we will restart.
So smell sweet and today is ready. Nice job. Now in the Super Saver Pack, for just $1.35 for India's #1 pocket perfume.
لأن ما عندي فريش.
Okay. I'm sorry for sound error, but uh, this is the what I want to show to you. The message is the cow and lion. They fall in love and they get married. Yes, it's funny, right? But cow always support the delicious meat to the lion prepared always delicious meat to cow. Cow prepared always delicious vegetable for lion. That's why not long later they got divorced. They got separated because of because of the trouble. Actually, they can find out the solution, right? They can find out the solution. So lion prepared the meat for himself and the vegetable for cow, but cow should prepare the vegetable for himself and meat for lion. Then everything will go work very well. But they don't care other, and lion only focus on himself, and cow, you know, focus on herself. That's why they cannot have any communication and connection. That's why they were broken down, and also they were separated finally. So, so understanding it is not only from my side, but we do something for others. That is very important. Okay, this picture actually this is the this right side. The building name is East Gate Center in Zimbabwe. Actually, the Zimbabwe the temperature every year all the day in a year over 35 or 40 like that. So it's very hot, and they really wanna build such a good place without air condition system. So they really wanna have some cooling temperature inside the building system, and then the architect Mike Pierce, and they actually he built this East Gate Center in year 1996 in Zimbabwe. They take the idea from the ant house. So in ant house, actually, there is no any air condition system, but inside of this ant house is always cool. So they were really curious how, and then they they can find out the secret of this inside of building. It is the because they had very good ventilation system inside a building. They have a lot of hole, and they have lots of way out, air out and air in. It's like that. So when this Mike Pierce made a blueprint and build this house, this building, he made lots of pipe inside of this building, and then the air can come in very easily, and air can come out very easily. So so this system actually can make a cooling system without any electrical air condition system in the building. So there is no any electric um, air condition inside, but this inside the building temperature is always 24 degrees uh, in a year because of good ventilation system. So air can come in and out very easily. So let me explain about this. If your heart has lots of pipe, And if you have very good ventilation system in your heart, then idea and thoughts can come in very easily and also can come out very easily. But when you have such idea longer and longer in your heart, some bad idea or bad thoughts, your heart will get sickness because of that. That's why we also need to work to make ventilation system in our heart. Okay, we will watch another one short video. uh, okay, I'm sorry, before that, uh, my son, actually I have two sons. First son was now 18 years old, and second son is now 16 years old. But this is happened actually when my first son was 9 years old. He went out home in the morning to go to school, but after 1 hour, he came back home and he ring the bell, and he just said to me that, "Father, I came back home." Uh, and then I asked to him, "Why? What's wrong with you?" And then I saw him from high to low, and I could find such wrong things in his pants. Yes, and then in his pants was wet, and then he wet his pants. He wet his pants, urinate, and then I was really angry. So, hey, you, now you are 9 years old. What's wrong with you? You are 9 years old, you know, but you made these mistakes. Is it possible? Does it make sense? I really want to get angry. I really want to shout. I really wanna scold him. But somehow, such small memory passed through me. It is that when I was in his age, I also made same mistakes, same mistakes. So for the first, I really wanna scold him. I really wanna give him some penalty or punishment, but some memory, or maybe 30 years ago or so many years ago, some memory, passed through me. Then I realized I'm just the same like him, and then I couldn't scold him anymore because it is actually my image. So at the time, I I learned one thing, that for the good communication with my son, I must get in the time machine because I already became, father, and I already became adult. So I forget everything my past, but always I stand, I lead as father before my son. That's why our communication cannot work very well because I'm father and my son is young boy. So always I teach him, I guide him without any understanding to him, That's why our communication was really bad. But at the time, that accident gave me good lesson. It is that whenever I talk to my son, whenever I communicate with my son, I must take the time machine, I should go back to my past when I was his age. And then I must seek for my, at the time, my life, and then myself, and then I have such a place in my heart to understand him. So immediately, I hug my son, no problem. Even if you make mistake, don't worry, because at your age, I also made the same mistakes, more than you, more than you. Many times I wet my pants, yeah, and then my teacher and then my family always scolded me. But son, you are better than me. You did this just now, but I made this many, many, many times more than you. So, son, don't worry. I understand you. Don't worry. It's okay. It's nothing. Then I, help him to wash, and I hug him, and I send him back to school. Since that time, my son and me, we became good friends. Not only father me, or not only me always adult, but he and me, we became friends. So many times we can communicate any other things. So even now he is 18 years old. When I talk to him, I now ready to get in my time machine, going back to my 18 years old age time, and then I can communicate to my son very well. You understand? Okay. So next, we will watch one short video clip. Okay, we will watch one short video clip, and then I will continue. Okay. Do you like football, right? Soccer. I believe you like it. This is the team Barcelona, in Spain, La Liga. They are champion, world best team. Of course, there are any other teams, but this Barcelona team, they have a very good skill in passing play. Not only one player, but in a teamwork, they have a very good passing playing. So the world best football player, the Brazil Pele, he said, "Goal is the extension of pass." You know, yes, pass it is like communication in a field. So not only one man play alone, but through the passing, they can moving together and they working together, and then goal it is the actually last pass it is the goal. That's why one team, they have very good skill in pass. It means they have a very good communication. It means they are a good team. So in family, in friendship, in school, or in church, everywhere, for example, okay, in people's group, okay, so like we need passing. So if I have some problems, then I can talk to my wife. Actually, when I was 27 years old, I got married. Yes, my wife is world most beautiful woman, yeah, from my side. Anyway, we got married. But since I get married, I had one problem, because I have already used a lot of money for, you know, getting house and then for the wedding ceremony. And then after that, from bank, I received one paper. It means that within 1 month, I should repay. I should pay back around 3,000 US dollar, like that, $3,000. At the moment, I didn't have those much money in my hands. That's why every night I was really um, heavy and depressed. And my wife always asked me, because she could see such darkness from my face. So she told me that, honey, what's wrong with you? Then always I say, no, 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 nothing. I'm good. Don't worry. Nothing, nothing. So, after maybe 10 days, my wife always asks me that, what's wrong with you? After 10 days, after 10 days, um, I cannot help just saying my true situation to my wife. Honey, actually, I have some trouble. Um, so $3,000 from bank I need to pay back, but I have no money now at the moment, so I got stressed. So I ask my parents, and then my friends are now I'm looking for the money. And then my wife told me that, hey, honey, why didn't you tell that to me earlier? Hmm? And then she showed me her, bank book to me. Then here I have a $5,000 in my pocket money. So pocket money 5,000. Oh wow, big money, right? But she gave me that, bank book to me. That, honey, you can use this money because we married. So you and me, we are one. So I realized at the time, my money is my money. My wife, money is mine. I realized it. So when I talk my to my wife about my situation and problems, through the communication, I could find out the solution. Then I realized solution is connection. Solution is connection. So if you have any problems or if you have any difficulties, you need to find out the solution. What can be solution for you? That is the connection. Connection is the solution. So from then on, me and my wife, we became very close. And then any problems I have, any problems my wife has, we not only keep in me, but we share, like a passing game on a field, same like Barcelona. So Barcelona is best player, best team in a world, best team in a football game in a field. Same. Who is best couple? Who is best family? Who is best teacher? Who is best school? Who is best group? I can say those who has passing, those who has good communication, they are the best team ever in the world. Okay. Next, we will. Okay. So, um, venomous snake, or cobra, or something else. When venomous snake bit us, and we were bitten by that, the venom will come into our vessels, right? Inside our blood, and then our blood will become like this, hard. So it doesn't move. It doesn't, work well in our vessel. That's why people just die, not because of venom, but because of the heart, the blood become hardened. Because of this, people die. Okay, this venom, work in our body to make our blood so hard, not be able to move in us. So, like venom, there is a venomous idea. You understand? When our heart was bitten by venomous idea, for example, worry or stress or unfaith or doubt or fear or despair, those venomous idea, when we were bitten by, our heart became isolated. That's why people, they become depressed, and also people, they have very dark heart. So if you have a soft heart, it's very easy for you to speak out, to listen from other. But if you have such a problem in your heart, you will be isolated, don't say anything, don't hear anything, don't listen anything. That is why, you know the venomous idea will work in us to have a very very dark heart and hard heart, and also isolation in our heart. But what is the solution of the venom from the venomous snake? I can say, we need to have connection. We need to have a connection with like a serum injection, right? So those who there is some people who has ever overcome those venomous venom from the snake. We receive their blood, serum injection, and through the receiving the blood from him, we can get survive. We can get life. You know. So this is the solution. Connection, actually, it is the solution. So I have no power to overcome the snake and also the venom, but some other people who has serum, old venom, then when I receive, when I inject, from him, and then through the connection, through the receiving, I can overcome even the serious venom. you know so everyone, like me, when I was at the beginning of our married, I have a problem, but I didn't want to say those things to my wife because I thought that I'm a man, I'm a husband, so I have a pride, so I don't want to be shameful person before my wife. That's why I didn't want to say. This is the problem, actually. No matter who you are, no matter how good or bad you are, of course we sometimes make mistakes, or sometimes we are weak. But important thing is connection is solution. Remember it. Okay? Even venom, even more serious things, we can overcome through connection. Okay? In year 2015, 24th of March, there was a flight accident. German Wings flight 9525. This flight just went down to the ground, and then 144 passengers killed, and the 6 crew members killed. All people were inside of the flight were killed at the same time. But it is not engine problem. It is not because of engine problems, or it is not any other problems. But there was a one um, pilot inside. His name is Andreas Lubitsch. Yes, he was second pilot in that German Wings flight. So during flight, the main pilot, actually, he went to toilet. At the time, this Andrea Ruvic, he took a handle of the flight and then just went down, quickly and so fast, and to crumble this airplane. And so, 150 people were killed at the time. How sad it is. But people were looking for why? Why? The Andreas Lubitsch, what's wrong with you? And then the people can find out this Andrea Lubitsch had no friends, even though he was German Wings pilot, and he has many you know collect colleagues, and then he has many friends inside of the company and then family. But he didn't get married, and then he lived alone, and then even in a company he never talk with any other people, always stay alone and keep quiet. Mm. And then one day he got a mental problem. He had some mental problems, depression. So he went to the hospital, mental hospital, and then somehow he could work back to the pilot, and this accident has happened. And then we all Europeans, and then even me, Finland, we were shocked when we heard this news. But this, sad story and then sad accident has happened from what? From isolation, you know. His problem is he's very smart. Yes. And he's very healthy physically, you know. And then he has good work. Hmm? Outwardly has no problem. But inwardly, he has very weak mind. He has very weak heart. And then he couldn't overcome any idea, you know. He couldn't overcome any stress from inside. So the problem was he has no ventilation in his heart. That's why he couldn't, you know, speak out anything from his heart. He couldn't listen from other people. He has never counseled. He has never shared his idea. He has never talked to people. That is the serious problem. So, for example, if you have now no communication, if we have now no connection with any people, remember, this is a very, very serious point. It is very serious problem. You know, really, really great, sad things can come to you because of this. And then in South Korea, 30 years ago, maybe, there was a one lady. She married with a husband, and then she had one daughter. So they have a very good, you know, family. Yes, their life was really, really happy, and other people really envied her. Yes, husband is good, and then family is really good. But this woman somehow one day one small idea approached to her. It is that what if I die? She is healthy actually, and then she had no any sickness and then no problems. But just one idea: what if I die? What if I die? And then next step, if I die, let me think about it, and then my husband will remarry. Yes, then new wife will treat my daughter as a stepmom, not like me, but maybe she will scold my daughter, and then she will not give some money to her, and then oh, if they have a new baby, then oh, my daughter will be unhappy. Uh-huh. And then those idea, you know, it was very simple and tiny at the beginning, but as time goes by, it was growing up, growing up, growing up, and become bigger and bigger, bigger. After 6 months, this idea, you know, became concretely, stuck in her heart, and then always, give some power to her, and she, you know, think such strange word. Oh yeah, my husband will get married again, and then oh how how bad he is. I hate him. And my daughter, she's really really unhappy daughter. If I die, everything will be unhappy. So she decided kill, husband and daughter and herself. And then she for the first killed her husband first, and daughter second, and her try to suicide, but somehow people, saved her, and she got, released, and then went to hospital and went to jail and prison. We heard this story. Okay, what's wrong with her? You know, nothing is problem. She didn't have any sickness. She didn't have any problems. She didn't have any wrong things, but just one tiny idea. What if I die? What if I die? This idea, is like a venomous snake, venomous venom, right? Venomous thoughts attack to the her, and then because of that, she lost family, lovely husband, and lovely daughter, and she became really unhappy woman because of this small idea. So she must say what? honey, I had this idea. Really? No, no. This is this is just a thought. No, not true. And then possibly she can go to hospital, for example, mental hospital or counseling, and then sharing this idea to the people. If she open, then this problem can be solved, right? But she was isolated. That's why she went to really unhappy position. Okay, let's explain one other things. Climbing mountain. Okay, we think about it. Some said life is like a climbing mountain. Climbing mountain and our life, it is just the same, you know. So like climbing mountain, we our life we have many, you know, problems or difficulties which we should overcome. Okay, climbing mountain, there are some important things. Okay, let's think about it. Important things when climbing to the top, okay, needs to be learned from profession. Yes. So to climb up, okay, before we need practice, you know. So on the profession, we need to train. So what is important, what I should, you know, what I should learn and what skill I need. So needs a person who can correct mistakes and able to give feedback, and also need to learn to receive criticism. So sometimes the profession can say to me that, hey, don't do like that. Left step, change your step work. No, 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 don't hide, don't do that. Hey, come down, and stay back. So the criticism, because we are not profession. So from some profession, we need to learn, we need to be trained. So this is very important. Need a person who can correct mistakes and also able to give feedback, right? Same like our life. So as we live in this world, in our life, we also need a person beside of me who can correct my mistakes and also able to give me some feedback. Hey, this is not good. That is wrong. Hey, change that. Your idea, actually, this is the wrong. Hey, change your mind, change your thoughts. Somebody must be beside of me, right? And then second, need to learn need to learn to receive criticism. We who likes criticism, right? Who likes? Me? Of course, I don't like criticism. You do you like it? Of course, nobody likes criticism, but we must listen to the criticism even though we don't like it, because we may make mistakes. On the top, climbing to the top, if we make mistakes, you know, our life, we can lose our life. That's why this is important. Same, we don't know our path of our life, way of our life. We don't know the future, right? Who knows the future? Who knows, this corona season came to this world? Who knows? Nobody knows it. That's why we need to open even to the criticism, mm, to make me better, right? And then next, climbing tops, there is some lessons. Okay, don't climb alone. Okay, don't climb alone. And second, check twice what partner has done. And third, don't be in a rush. Fourth, don't do above your ability. And fifth, behave with the heart of an amateur who still need a lot of things to be learned. Yes, that is very important. Okay, this is not talking about climbing tips. Please take these tips in your life. Okay, yeah, climbing our life, same. First, don't climb alone. don't live alone. Okay? If you live alone, it is really, really dangerous. Living alone, climbing alone, it is dangerous. And second, check twice what partner has done. Don't trust yourself. It means, okay? Don't believe you are good. Always we must think we can be wrong. Okay? Our thoughts can be wrong. Third, don't be in a rush. In a rush. Why? You know, the fast or slow, it is not important because we don't know future. We don't know the climbing. That's why. Don't be in a rush. Fourth, don't do above your ability. It means do not trust yourself too much. Do not trust yourself too much. And the last, behave with the heart of an amateur, right? Amateur. Always we should think that I'm a beginner, right? I'm a beginner. I'm not profession. Amateur, right? Beginner. I am a beginner. Always I should have this heart. It means we still need a lot of things to be learned, right? So learning should be one part of our life. Please lead with the heart which you learn, okay? So remember, this is very important tip for your life. Okay, mountain experts mistake. Mountain experts who has ever, climbed the mountain over 1,000 times, but still they can make mistakes because of the idea that skilled climbers climbed the mountain more than 1,000 times. You fall for self-reliance to uh, underestimate the way and overestimated their abilities. You understand? Because they already have experience over 1,000 times. That's why they think, okay, I know well. I'm good skilled. I know well. It's nothing. I already, have experienced this, don't worry. Listen to me. When they trust themselves, because they already made lots of experience, because of that, mistakes and accidents happen. Even mountain experts, even though they have already over 1,000 times experience, they must have a beginner mind at the beginning, amateur mind. And then always they think it is my first time, you know? Always they went to the mountain, they climbed the mountain as a beginner, as the first man. And then they always care, they always, listen, and then, share idea. So good communication can happen when everyone has beginner mind. Yes, that is very important. There is one video clip here. Yeah, this is some video clip. Let's find out why this man met such accident. What is his problem? Okay, according to my tips, you can find out the reason why this man has accident. Okay, this is the movie 127 hours.
Clock here in Canyonland, USA.
Hey, Aaron. Mom still has not heard from you. Will you just call her, please? I'll talk to you soon.
And this morning, on the boulder, we have a very special guest, Aaron Ralston! Oh gosh, it's a real pleasure to be here. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Hey! You lost? I'm a guide. What do you say? See, I'm something of a big heart hero. All you have to remember is that everything will be okay.
Oh my God, Aaron! Are you okay, Aaron?
Come on! You gotta come down here!
It's been nice knowing you, man.
I can do everything on my own. See ya!
Bye. I don't think we figured in his day at all.
Hey there, Aaron. Is it true you didn't tell anyone where you were going? Oops.
Okay, did you hear he's saying oops? Right? Oops. Okay, what is his problem? As we learned this, mind lecture, he is profession, right? He is profession. He went to Grand Canyon alone, right? Alone. His problem is for the first, he was alone, right? Why? Because he already went to this place more than 100 times before. So he trusts himself. It doesn't matter. It is okay. I know very well this way. I know I can do that. And then what he said? What he said, I can do everything by myself. It is what he said, during this movie. He said, and then his arm, went to these, places, and he cannot move out his hands. And then finally, he cut his arms. He cut his arms, and then he went out from these places, and through meeting to some other people, he was saved. Okay, you know, climbing and traveling, how happy it is. But remember, he after this accident, his habit has changed. Two things. First, he never went to this Grand Canyon or any other places alone. It is true. And second, he always leave his, his position on his paper in his house, because so that other people can know, or record the phone call to his mother, for example. Mother, I will go to somewhere. If maybe 2 days, if no connection, and please try to find me. So he had this accident, he lost his arm. Why? What made him lose his arm? Think about it. First, he was alone, right? And second, he trusted himself too much, because I'm a profession. So I already had, 100, more than 100 times I experienced. So nothing will happen in me. This is the, accident. Remember for it, okay? And then next. I wanna, help you to make a door and pipe and ventilation system in your heart. Okay, when you build a house, who can build without door? Who can build a house without window? The window and door is very necessary, right? Through the door, we can come in and out, in and out. Door is necessary. Okay, our heart also must have door and window. If you have more window, I'm sure your heart is really, really fresh. Okay, your heart has more door, then your heart is really, really healthy. Because in and out very easily, right? In and out, in and out. Okay, so how can I make door in my heart? Remember, this is the very key point of today's lecture. How to make door in my heart? Listen to me. My thoughts can be wrong. Okay? My thoughts can be wrong. This is how I can make the door in my heart. Please, people, folks, your thoughts, okay? You can be wrong. It means when you have any idea, when you have any thoughts in your heart, you must check out whether it is really good or bad, whether it is really correct or incorrect. You must check out how through communication with the people around you. You know, so communication with my wife, communication with your husband, communication with the parents, communication with your children's, with your friends, your people around. This is quite important thing in our life. If you have a very good ventilation system, the East Gate Center in Zimbabwe, you can keep good temperature in your heart. You understand? Sometimes we get angry, right? Getting angry means my heart temperature becomes so high, like India, right? 40, 45 degrees. But in Finland, winter time, we have a minus 30 or 40 like that. So now outside, so it's 15 degrees. So we are very cool here. Okay. Do you want to come here, right? But I really want to go to India because I want to, have some warm temperature and hot temperature. Yes. But anyway, even if outside is very hot, even if temperature is very high, but if you have a very good ventilation system in your house, nothing can be problem, right? So solution is we must have a more door. We must have a more window. How can you make a door in your heart? Listen to me. My thoughts can be wrong, or my thoughts is wrong. If you have this mindset, and then your heart can make have a door, right? Then you can make ask. You know, 3 or 4 years ago when I went to the India, I have no idea any India, Indian food or Indian traffics or I have no idea, right? That's why always I was beside of my friends who invite me there. Mm? He already has been in India more than 10 years, so he is very proficient. That's why always I was behind of him. So I asked him in a day more than 100 questions, right? Is it okay? Is it okay? Is it okay? Is that okay? Possible? Is it okay? Because I cannot trust in myself. That's why I can stay in India very well without any accident. You understand? If you come to Finland, please seek for me, okay? Phone call to me. I will be your guide. So if you are behind of me, if you are beside of me, you will be very safe during time in Finland, right? Same. Okay, please people remember to make door in your heart. My thoughts can be wrong. My thoughts is wrong. And then you can, ask. You can listen. Got it? Okay. Cause of isolation. Cause of isolation. Why people, they become isolated? First of all, avoiding mind. Because they avoid. Oh, it is difficult. Look difficult. Okay, I avoid. Avoid. Oh, he's very look bad. So I avoid. Avoid. Avoiding mind. And second, not being able to trust others. Not being able to trust others. Yeah, that's why they are of isolation. And third, trusting yourself. I trust myself too much. That's why we are in isolation. Okay? To be out of isolation, you must change this word. How? Avoiding mind, change to challenging mind. Okay? Challenge mind. And not be able to trust the other, but trust others. And then trusting yourself, don't trust yourself. This is the key of being out of isolation. Okay. Okay. I wanna share with you. Please open your heart. Open your heart. Okay. Open your window. Open your door. to have, very good condition, right? Open your heart and then open your mouth. To open my mouth for what? To eat only? No. What I mean is open your mouth means that speak. Speak your mind. Speak your idea. Speak your thoughts. Mhm. So now I have a very good communication with my wife since I had that moment at the beginning of my married time, and then I have now very good communication with my son since that moment. My son made mistakes, you know. Even now, I'm build up, some communication with the people around me, with the friends, and then with the people, with the family. That's why my life is very, very happy and healthy. And I can say in Finland, I am the most happy person. Yes. And then, developed country, such as Finland or Norway, Sweden, those developed countries has now mental serious problem because the more society develop, the more people isolated. That's why. They don't know how to ask help to the people. They don't know how to receive help from other people. Being isolation, actually, it is the serious problem. To break down the isolation, remember, for the first, don't trust yourself. Second, trust in others. You understand? That is important. And then also, open your heart. And then please remember, my thoughts can be wrong. This is the key point of our mindset. Okay, today my lecture title is Heart Also Breathe. Did you learn well through my lecture? Yes? Yes. So, uh, folks, please remember, I already gave you the key point and solution, right? How to be free from isolation. Remember for it, okay? From now, you must start your communication, ventilation system in your heart with the people, near people, okay? With your partner, your children, your parents, your friends, not only talking about some social issue or world issue or such a situation, but your idea, okay, and your heart, and also your difficulties. And then I'm sure you will have such good condition in your heart, and then you will be the happiest person in the world. Thank you so much. I end my lecture here.